Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 31 of the Road to Anywhere, my Journeyman series. As always, thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you smash the like button, help support the episode, help support the series and the channel. First off, I just want to apologise again. Lack of videos, only a couple a week at the minute because I'm just working so much. I've got a couple of days off and then I'm back to work for like 8 days. So once I get through all this, and before FM20, I do have plans for other videos to come out. Couple of new story videos, hopefully. They just take time, and a couple of new series as well. I've got stuff coming, I just ain't got time. So yeah, apologies. The channel is not ending. I hate it when I don't put out many videos because I love doing it. I'd rather be doing this than going to work. I can tell you that much. So yeah, thank you for you guys who are still supporting me and the channel. But yeah, this is all about the Journeyman. This is episode 31, and this is my second season in Mexico. Now we know the rules, we're going to do a full season in one episode. So yeah, hopefully looking forward to it. It was a lot of fun to play. Once you get your head around it, great league. I recommend it, especially once you're into a save. I don't know what it'd be like at the beginning of Football Manager, but I like it. When it's full of regens, it's good, really good. Yeah, so we're going to get into it. But before I do, if you want to support the channel out a little bit more, be a gentleman. You can pledge for my Patreon. You'll find a link to that down below in the description. Enough of all that then, let's get started. And here we are back with Pumas, and I love this club. I think they're great. I love the logo. I love it, the colours. I love this league. It's a lot of fun. Now, we're at the start of the season. If you saw the last episode, you'll know that I got to the finals. So to get to the finals, you have to play at the start of the season. So I've had to play some league games already at the end of the last episode, which is a bit annoying. But I wanted to see if I could become the champion of champions. You know what I mean? So some games have been played, but we're going to go through the season. I've got to try and go through it quickly, which I'm shit at, but I'm going to try my best. I had to make some transfers as well, and I'm going to say, I've said a million times in here, I wanted to build a Mexican team, but sometimes, yeah, the players just weren't there this year. So, going to the Champions League, I knew we were a good side for Mexico. I didn't know if we'd be a good side for the Champions League. The only kind of people that are going to be any good against us are other Mexican teams and the Americans, but I want to be a bit stronger. So I've not only been scouting Mexico, I've been scouting Brazil. So I might have picked up a few, I'm good at this, a few Brazilian little talents. And I had to because my best player, my superstar striker, had a minimum fee release clause. The thing that I've used so many times to steal players was used against me. Yes, Mr. Edgar Guerrero, the Pumas legend, been with us forever, really started to score goals under me. Had an £8 million release clause in his contract. Now, every player I've brought into his club, I always, if they want one, I put a big one on it. If it costs me more money, I always put a big minimum fee on, so you're not going to lose them. 150. Sometimes you can put 500 million on, do you know what I mean? But every now and again, a player will come to you and they'll say, that's it, and you can't change it. And that must have happened with him when I did a new deal for him. So he had an £8 million release clause. And Colon, who reminded me of an anal passage in Argentina, matched it and took him away from me. So I lost my star striker. But not to worry, because this game has a billion wonder kids. And I think I found a player that's pretty much the same. 2 years younger, he is Brazilian. But when you match them up stat for stat, I think pretty similar, to be fair. He's called Clayton. You know, one name, Brazilian. I like that a lot. I do like Brazilians in this game. And he's got room for improvement, so it didn't cost me too much. There's loads of these kind of players in Brazil, so I mean, I was gutted though, because I like Guerrero, but I think Clayton's going to be a good player for me. Now, I also sold a Brazilian. I wanted to get a younger team like I always do. He's 28 years old. He was okay for me. He had a decent season. I put him up for sale and I got quite a bit for him, to be fair. So I was happy with that. But again, he needed replacing. And I've replaced him with a younger Brazilian. This time from Corinthians. Also cost me a few million. Also a wonder kid. Also got loads of potential ability. That is my main thing. Someone asked me a question actually, what I wanted in FM20 yesterday. In one of my comments, and I gave him a big list. And do you know what I forgot to put on it? Less wonder kids. I might edit that. I want less Wonder Kids. Make them special again. I might get a t-shirt. Make Wonder Kids special again. Hashtag make Wonder Kids special again. That's what I'm going to do. And put it on Twitter. Yeah, I'm on a mission. So yeah, Jorlan, like George, but with a lan on the end. Suit my tactics better. Club-wise, we're in a good position. They improved the data analysis facilities last season. They wouldn't do the training because it was too new. I hate that. That's another thing I'd like changing. I'm a good manager. We've come in, we've got the money, and you say, "Can we get new training facilities because they need improving?" And they'll say, "You've not been here long." That doesn't matter. Surely that doesn't matter. Add that to my list. I'll add that to my list. So I mean, like I always say with this, I like to think that I'm going to stay at this club forever. I don't just come in and just try and win. I want to try and improve it in any way I can. Quick look at the staff. It's still the best in the league. I had to make a few adjustments again. People trying to poach the odd one, but honestly, it's a big advantage, and I think it's one of the reasons why we're going to do well, hopefully, this season. If you look at the squad depth, I'm really happy with my first 11 anyway. Definitely got some class in this at this level in this league that I hope will be good in the Champions League. So yeah, my front three look really good. Got some really good midfielders. Martinez, my best player in it. Jorlan's coming now as my third, which is great. My back fours have all got 3 stars, but they're all good young players, so that's not an issue. And we've staying with the same keeper because he's a 3.5 star, and I really can't find much better than him. So at one point I wanted to leave. I've managed to talk him into getting a new deal, and he's staying. Now tactics, I'm sticking with my VOLCANO, and it's the original one. I've never ever changed it. A few people have asked me about it recently, and I think there was an update, and it seemed to go off the boil a bit for some weird reason. I think it has for other people. And even last year in my Denton Villa series, which if you don't watch, go freaking watch. I started switching it up using this one at home and a different tactic away, and I did all right when the Premier League. But then this year I've switched back just to this, and I think it's better. I think it's found itself again. I don't understand how. So again, this season I'm not going to change my tactic. Onto the expectations from the board. Now you've got the opening league and cup on this, not the closing, but I'm guessing it's going to be the same for both. Should be, shouldn't it? They want us to win the opening league, and they'll probably want us to win the closing league. Same with the cup, opening and closing. The champion of champions, that isn't important, right? So I don't get that. That weirds me out a bit. Why have it then? So is it more important to win one of the leagues in half a season than it is to become the ultimate champion? Same with the Super Copper. It's more important to win the individual opening or closing. That doesn't make any sense. Surely the other two should be better. I think so, but according to this, it's not so. Now the Champions League isn't on here either, so I'm guessing this must readjust, because it is actually like 2 separate seasons in one. That's how it is. Things seem to reset, I think. So we don't know what they want in the Champions League, but I'm guessing they're going to want us to win that. But my plan was, like I said in the last episode, I think the way this works, go all out in the first half of the season and win yourself that league, and you've won it. You're in the final. Even try and win the cup. You win it, you're in the final, the ultimate final. Then the second half of the season, you can just concentrate on the Champions League and beat in the league. Our main rival this year is our main rival. They're our arch rival, CF America. And they haven't really done much business. They've brought in a player called Kenneth Riviera, who, to be fair, is not bad. Pretty good, actually. See how they found him for that much. He's pretty good. And he's got rid of quite a few. Loaned a load again. Everyone loans off each other. Do me head in. What is a good thing is we're favourites for the whole thing, I'm guessing. This is what I don't get. So when you go in the league, when you're in it, it'll just show you the opening bit and the closing bit. If you go to Mexico, the club page, and then go to the league as a whole, it takes you to this main page, which is like both of them combined. Yeah. Anyway. So it does say up there, holders America of the whole thing, because they're the champion of champions, but then apparently that's unimportant. I like it, but still little things kind of confuse me. So like I said, we've played a few games already, so we could get to the 2 finals for the last episode. And at the minute, we're second, and our rivals are top. So there's going to be a long episode, isn't it? Really, I'm going to try and make it as short as possible. So I reckon we get straight to the point. Let's find out what happened at the end of the opening section of the season. Let's start with the opening cup section, and you start in a group. 3 of you in the group, and we bossed our group. We played 1-4. So you see that for yourself: 1-0, 5-0, 2-1, 4-0. Yeah, a bit easy to be fair. Topped the group and went through. In the second round, we came up against a team. I want to call them Publ. I ain't got anything else. We beat them 2-0. Then we played Santos Laguna. Great name. Great kit. That kit was sweet. We beat them 3-1. Deserved it. Into the next round. Next up, we came up against Necaxa. Played these before. They beat us a few times before as well. That knocked us out one of the cups actually last year. If I remember rightly. Dominated these. So my little team's coming together. Clayton, man of the match. We got to the final against possibly one of the country's top 4 teams. Cruz Azul, good team, man. Good resources, good players, but they were shit on the day. Didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. We probably should have scored more. I was disappointed with how many shots we had on target, but we beat them 2-1. We did the job, and we've won the opening cup. So we're in the Super Coppa final, which apparently is unimportant. I can't get my head around that now, because winning one of the opening or closes is more important than winning the whole thing. There's got to be something wrong there, surely. I might have to read about that because I don't get why. Is it more important than the ultimate thing? Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is, and we've won the first one. When it came to the league, we didn't top the table, so only by 3 points. I think that's the first time. So last year I'm pretty sure we topped both tables, but we only won the opening. Did we not win the closing, or did I can't remember. And then we went to Champions. We got beat, didn't we, of America? When I think if it was a table system, we'd have been champions. This was a bit hard. And my plan was to go for this one, but it don't matter if we're first, second, third, or 8th. It don't matter, because you just gotta get in the top 8, haven't you? Get in the top 8 and get into the playoffs, and that's when everything starts to happen. And it started off a bit pants, and I was flapping a bit here because my plan was, we're great, we'll do well, we'll boss the first half of the season, we're doing great in the cup, and I can take the foot off the gas, concentrate on the Champions League in the second half. I'm thinking, this is going tits up here, what's going wrong? I didn't get it, but it is what it is. And we drew our first game 1-1, and then came back for the next leg at home, and luckily, and I'm saying luckily, scraped our way through with a 1-0 victory. An early goal, and the rest of the game was a bit flat, I'll be honest with you. But we did enough, and that's sometimes all you need to do to get through, and we got through. Then we were on to the semi-final against a team I don't really know much about, Morelia, and we drew 0-0 again. We're not looking like a team that can win the freaking league, let alone the Champions League. But we're back to our best a little bit. It was an improvement. The all-round team performance wasn't the best. We got 2 goals from Clayton, and they helped us with an own goal. And the other new player, Jolan, scored as well. We dominated it, really, to be fair. Scoring 4 goals, so it was good. And we're in the final, but I wasn't 100% confident. Especially when we drew Chivas, who were a great team. But then when we beat them 3-0 at their stadium, it was like, okay. Big game, they stepped it up. Pretty good team performance, apart from maybe 2 players, so yeah, I felt good about this. And I should feel good about this, because we've been 2-0 at home, so they didn't score against us at all in the final. We were a bit shaky getting there in the league and the playoffs. Got to the final, switched it on, so you can't ask for more really. Got there and we did okay. Clayton with both goals. Kid's been pretty good. He's definitely got me over my Eddie Guerrero blues. And this is young Clayton at the halfway point. He's definitely getting a little bit better. His dribbling, penalty taking's improved. He's scored goals for me. I mean, 14 goals in 22 in the league. I wouldn't mind a couple more maybe, but I still think that's really good. 10 in 7 in the cup. He was awesome in the cup. So there you go, we've won the opening cup and the opening league. Brilliant. Was it perfect? Maybe in the cup, the league. It's a bit like that, but we've done the job I wanted to. So we're in both Super Cup finals. So I'm happy with that. in the Champions League guaranteed as well next year because we've won the opening stage. So that's good as well. It's the Champions League. It's new in it. I've never played in it on this save in the North American Champions League. I don't know how my team's going to come up against when we play American teams because there's some good teams there. I've been there for a year. I know it's a weird system, but they've got some good players, some good teams. So I didn't know how that was going to be. So I was excited for that, to be fair. This is my squad though at the halfway point. Clayton, best player, 24 goals in all competitions, I think that says. Hector Valdez, who's been a great player for me now, has been injured. On to the second half of the season, and we've got new expectations. And I found out something here, right? Now, there's the opening league expectations. They've not removed it. It's still there. It's still part of the whole season. We've just got new ones added. So we won that, yeah. Jump over here. Woo, that's the opening cup. We won that, yeah. Now, we've got the champion of champions still, which is apparently unimportant, but it's not to me. Same with the Super Copper, which is the champion of the cups. We're in both of them finals, by the way. Now you've got added the new league, which is the closing half of the league. They want us to win it. And the Champions League, which they want me to win. No pressure, first time in it for years. Don't worry about it, they want me to win it. Where's the closing cup? Where is it? You don't play in it. Now I played in it last year. But is it a way of easing you when it comes to the amount of games you've got to play? If you get in the Champions League, do you not play in the cup in the second half? Well, you know. I'm guessing it. The only thing I can think of is it's this that stops you doing that. So we had a second pre-season, and last year I kind of messed it up because I was going towards the finals. I didn't realise. So I only had one game against my old team, O'Higgins, at the top there. We won 2-0. We might see again. Play them again. Because they always come up as an available opponent, maybe because they're nearby. So we played one of our younger teams. We played both of our younger teams. I played Everton and beat them. Actual Everton from the Premier League and beat them. Played a few more games. Obviously finished off with one of my favourite teams of this entire series. Definitely one of my top 3 favourite teams. O'Higgins, loved it. We had one big issue going into the second half of the season, and maybe I should have signed someone, but I had a good backup. And that issue with young Clayton was injured for anywhere between 3 and 5 months. Great, got quite a few injuries here, huh? Mr. Angels over here, 5 weeks. That though could ruin everything. But I had 2 decent enough backups that I thought, let's give them a chance instead of going out there and spending money that I don't really need to spend. Got 2 other strikers. One of them was Quintero, who's 22, Mexican, pretty quick, decent striker. So we're going to jump in here, and it's February. We've played 9 games and we're top of the league. So losing Clayton wasn't such an issue. We're still scoring goals, pretty much more than anyone else apart from Pachua over there, whoever they are. But obviously there's no cup to look at. It's all about the league, and now it's all going to be about the Champions League. So the Champions League, it's different than anywhere else. It's not as long as anywhere else. It's pretty much, if you get to the final, 4 rounds. No group stage or nothing. Maybe there's qualifying rounds if you're crap, but we weren't crap. So this was the first round. Just going in at the first round. After this, if we win this, you get through to the quarterfinals. So like I said, it's short rounds, but everything's 2-legged. So you play a few extra games, to be fair. Now I can't say them. Not a sniff. Not a sniff. I'm going to try and attempt them. But we beat them 2-0. We then brought them back to our place and we finished it off. Now they're a team from freaking nowhere land. So in a way I want to demolish them. But we ain't got Clayton. Quintero is doing a job for me. He's coming up with goals, but I think with Clayton, he'd destroy anyone. Now we came up against one of our rivals in the quarterfinal, first leg away. And they took points off us before. I think we knocked them out in the cup earlier in the season. It was a pretty good game, pretty even, so I was surprised. We were just maybe better at scoring goals. Quintero scored the first one, Wilson and Carlos got the next one. So yeah, job done really. I couldn't see him doing anything to us at home. Tell a lie, yes I could. They beat us 2-1. Now I don't know if this was a case of us just thinking the job was done, but I hate that. I hate it when the teams feel flat. when I feel like maybe we achieved something in the first leg, and then the second leg's at home and you just play flat. That annoys the hell out of me. And we drew Montreal Impact in the semi-final, first big MLS test. I was a bit worried about what had happened, and I should never have been worried. Wow, what a game! Wow. I mean, I don't know what to do here because I can't talk while I show you all the goals. I'm just going to shut up and turn up the music. Then it was time for the second leg at our place, and we beat them 4-0. So we didn't destroy them, we didn't embarrass them as much as we did at their own stadium. That's embarrassing. 8-1. That's embarrassing. Battered them though, so we didn't take our foot off the gas, which is something I was happy with. And in the final, we drew another MLS team. I was kind of happy then because I thought if we got a Mexico team, there's a chance we'll drop points. A lot of them could take points off us on the day. But after what we did to Montreal Impact, who were top of the Eastern Conference, to draw another team in the Eastern Conference in New York, I thought, surely I'm going to do this. This is the easiest Champions League ever. Oh, it wasn't. We lost the first leg, 2-1. They had a touch more of the ball. We had more shots. They did better. They scored goals. We scored one. I had to play Gaza up front. He was lacking strikers maybe. And I was thinking to myself, is this going to be it? Got it. I feel like I grafted to get here, and then it's dead easy once you're here until you get to the final. Then we're gonna blow it because we can't put the ball in the back of the freaking net. Come on, hey, beat them 3-0. Beat them 3-0. Quintero came back, although I brought him off, brought Gaza on. Luckily though, I got me goals from other places, and yeah, it's not a long slog. Winning the Champions League in Europe can be tough. This didn't feel tough, but at times I thought I was going to throw it away. I was also buzzing with the league. Don't need to go through all this, but we topped the table, which is great, and we won the final. Let's check it out. We drew Monterrey in the final, and we won the first leg 1-0 away. Now Clayton scored. He was back because it's been a month since the Champions League. So the Champions League final was the end of April, something like the 29th of April. So now it's pretty much a month. So Clayton was back, which is great. Just wish we had him in the Champions League. I know we won it still, and we polished it off in the second leg, winning 2-0. So we won the opening league, closing league, opening cup. Didn't play in the closing cup, and we won the Champions League, which means we are next season going to be in the World Club Cup, the Champions Cup against the MLS winners, the Champion of Champions to win the Ultimate League, and the Super Coppa to win the Ultimate Cup. But I'd like to hear your input. We've been here 2 years. I feel like I've won the Champions League loads of times, and I've only ever gone on and competed to be a world champion once, and that was with Marseille. I always tend to leave, and I want to play in things I've never played in, and there's that cup against the MLS champions. Do you know what I mean? Could I do back-to-back Champions Leagues? Personally, I feel there's another year left here. Plus, I haven't turned on South Africa, so I feel like I need to have another season in Mexico, go for these cups I really fancy, try and see what we can do with the Worlds, which will be tough because you're going to be playing like Manchester United or Real Madrid, aren't you? At the World Club Cup. But I want to try and win the cup against the MLS team. Try and win the Champions League again, which would be quite cool. And then I can turn on the South Africa League and let it run for a bit, become alive. Do you know what I mean? So there we go. That is the end of episode 31, my second season in Mexico. It's been brilliant. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to smash the like button. If you're wondering about the Champion of Champions and the Super Coppa, now we know they're technically not important, and they're at the beginning of the season, and I really want to do another year here. We'll kick off with the 2 finals, which will be pretty cool. Do the whole season, try and win the other cups I've never won, go to the World Club Championships, while the South African League beds in. I reckon if I went there too soon, let it bed in, and we can have a look at it. I reckon we'll have a peek at it and see what's going on. You guys who stay here and stay subscribed and stay supporting me and like my videos and comment, You make it all worthwhile, and you keep me going. So thank you, seriously, thank you. And I hope you're enjoying this still. It's an old series now, so I'm hoping you're enjoying it. Make sure you go and check out my Denver Villa series. Go and catch up on that. Thank you very much, and thank you for taking the time out of your busy day, because I know you're an international superstar, sitting down and watching me talk shit. I really do appreciate it. You're a legend. You've been amazing. I've been Bood. I'll see you next time.